This is Tank's vlog for February 18, 2018, wrapping up today in sports. It's not been a good Olympics for the Americans in Pyeongchang. Hasn't been a gold medal. Americans haven't won a gold medal in a few days, and they're just picking up a few scrap medals here and there. Nick Gepper did win silver in the freestyle the skiing today, but overall it's not been good. Silver medal in short track today also, but Ted Ligety failed to repeat in the slalom, and the U.S. men's hockey team is brutal. I mean, they just got the rear ends handed to them by Olympic athletes from Russia that are not Russia. They're not anyway associated with Team Russia. There's no Russia here. Russia's been barred from the games. They're just Olympic athletes who happen to be from Russia. Asterisk dot semicolon dot olympicrings.com. As Russia is under double secret probation for cheating in Olympics. Meanwhile, thanks to Gary Bettman, the Americans are not even competitive. You know, it's like Gary Bettman tries to find ways to screw up the NHL. It honestly is. Okay, maybe you don't want to stop your sport every 4 years. But you know what? Every 4 years you stop your sport, it seems like the game grows, which is what you want. And Gary Bettman continually does everything to hurt the league from growing. First, he took them off ESPN and put them on Versus, which was at the time the Witness Protection Network. Now, of course, Versus did develop into NBC Sports, and now that's growing. How much you want to bet he takes them off NBC Sports and puts them like the beIN Network? That's the type of decision-making this guy has made for 25 years of miserable commissioning. And then he comes up with the World Cup of Hockey to win the Gary Cup. And instead of bringing in every country, he brings in a couple of countries. The Czechs, the Russians, the Finns, the Swedes, Canada, US, and North America. Team Europe. What happens if these, reject teams, what is Team North America? Players who couldn't make Canada or US? If they can't make Canada or US, they're not good enough to be in the Olympics! Or on a damn national team! But it's preseason, like the stupid World Baseball Classic. So you might get a bounce here, a strange bounce here, and all of a sudden, Team Europe wins. What are you going to play? The final countdown is the national anthem? And he looks like a toad. Gary Bettman looks like a toad. He honestly looks like a toad. The only thing that's guaranteed to happen every single year is when the Stanley Cup is handed out, Gary Bettman gets booed because he's the worst commissioner in the history of sports. Speaking of the NHL, full Saturday night of action, and the Devils, with the god-awful Eddie Lack, finding an acorn in the middle of the forest on a cold winter's day as the blind squirrel, getting a 48 save performance. I'm shocked. And they beat the Tampa Bay Lightning. Keith Kincaid is good at times. Eddie Lack, I mean, this guy has bounced around so many teams. I mean, he's lucky to be on the Devils right now. There's a lot of injuries to the goalies, and Corey Schneider recovering from a groin pull. But, great performance by the Devils. I mean, you went into Tampa, you got to win. Now, if they could do that in Carolina, maybe they'll be back on track. Rangers got buried by the Senators 6-3. Kings crowned the Sabres 4-2. It was the Ducks over the Wild in a shootout 3-2. The Coyotes, with Ante Rata making 40 saves, blanked the Oilers 1-0. No doubt about it, the Edmonton Oilers are the most disappointing team in the NHL. Penguins beat the Maple Leafs 5-3. The Vegas Golden Knights, once again taking over the top spot overall in the NHL, beat the Canadiens 6-3. It was the Red Wings 3-1 winners over the Predators. The Blackhawks, the Blackhawks. They broke out of an 8-game losing streak, beating the Capitals 7-1. I guess Alex Ovechkin thought he was playing the Olympics with that type of performance. Ding! It was the Panthers 6-3 winners over the Flames, and the Canucks beating the Bruins 6-1. Quick look at the NHL standings. In the Atlantic Division, it's the Tampa Bay Lightning leading with 81 points. The Bruins 3 back at 78 points, and the Maple Leafs in third position with 75 points. In the Metropolitan Division, the Capitals are atop with 73 points. The Penguins have 72 points, and the Flyers are just ahead of the Devils with 68 points. Out west, the Vegas Golden Knights had the top record overall, leading the Pacific with 82 points. The Sharks at 70 points. The Ducks at 69 in third position. And in the Central, it's the Predators with 77, just ahead of the Jets, who also have 77 points, and the Stars in third position. The wild card race looks like this. In the East, it's the Devils with 68, the Islanders with 64. Just outside of the playoff chase right now, it's the Blue Jackets at 63, the Hurricanes at 63, the fading Rangers at 59, the Panthers at 58, the Red Wings 57, the Senators 51, the Canadiens au revoir at 51. The Sabres are in last place with 45. In the West, the wild card race is the Blues on top, 72 points, the Wild 69. And outside looking in is the Flames at 68, the Kings at 67, the Avalanche 66, the Blackhawks 58, the Canucks 50, the Oilers, make that Canucks 52, the Oilers 50, and the Coyotes, who have been winning some games lately, are 44 points. While the NHL is getting ready for its trade deadline coming up soon, the NBA, who already had its trade deadline, is at the All-Star break, and it was NBA All-Star Saturday night. And in the skills competition, which nobody watches or cares about, Spencer Dinwiddie of the Brooklyn Nets was the winner. The three-point contest, though, was red hot this year, with Devin Booker of the Phoenix Suns being as hot as the sun. 28 points in the finals, a new record. And the slam dunk contest came down between Donovan Mitchell and Larry Nance Jr. Larry Nance Jr.'s father won the very first slam dunk contest back in 1984, and Nance played homage to his father wearing his old uniform. But that was not enough. Donovan Mitchell of the Utah Jazz, using two rims, bounced the ball off one and dunked it into the other, jumped over four people, and then paid homage to Vince Carter to get the win. Sunday is the All-Star game with Team Steph versus Team LeBron. So we'll get to see who gets to win the first choose-up All-Star game format, because East versus West developed into just who could throw down the ball. And tomorrow we're going to see who could throw down the ball, because that's all the All-Star game is now. It's a showcase of people just doing whatever they can. Not a whit of defense played, not a whit of any strategy. It's just going to be just throw the ball down, and we're going to have a score like 148, 140 final. So, and of course, it's Daytona Sunday. NASCAR, 20 years ago, it was on the verge of just like, it was growing and growing and growing. I don't know if it just blew a tire or what, or season's too long, or the point chase isn't sexy enough to draw on people. But I just feel that the sport is down right now. And for me, it's really been down since 2001 when Dale Earnhardt Jr. Sr. died. But it's Daytona Sunday, so we'll see who gets to win the first race of the year. And good day.